Alright, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi y'all. On Tuesday morning. Worked last night, but had to get up. Got a few things to do today. So here we go. So yesterday was Monday, and it comes before Tuesday after Sunday. We run them through every week. And I did a MicroMatic Monday shave. I had it started, was going really well, and then there was a technical difficulty. I forgot to close this here door and didn't remember that the camera now records outside the door, and when you got folks walking by making faces at the camera, it just didn't work for me. So anyway, we're going to redo our MicroMatic Monday. I had more of a growth yesterday, but this is still over a day, so it'll do great. Nothing wrong with that with a MicroMatic. Now we call it MicroMatic, and most people stick the OC in there before or after for the open comb, and I used to do that too. And then a fella pointed out that really, if you just say MicroMatic, you mean the open comb. The other ones is clog proof, and then you had the flying wing or the guide 9, depending on which one you got. So this is the MicroMatic, and you don't got to put the OC. Now I don't rant too much on folks that put the OC. I don't think it's that big a deal. I just don't think it's necessary, and I don't think I usually use it. I'm going to put in a blade. It's got a couple of shaves on it, was just fine. I found that nothing can make a dull blade shave, but if you have a blade that's starting to go over the curve and headed down the other side, you can get a good shave out of it with a MicroMatic. That's one thing it does. So originally yesterday I was going to use this MicroMatic. This is one that came to me sometime in the past and like a giveaway, to give away or whatever. But then I noticed, you don't have no blade stops. None at all on either side. So this one has become a trot line weight. I could probably take some JB Weld and build me some nubs up and do this, that, and the other, but the things are not hard to find, and there's really no need in all that. So for soap, Clubman. It's a good solid soap. I can get it over in Lafayette. I used to be able to. I'm supposing I still can. Of course, I was supposing I could still get Williams, and it was already all sold off the shelves before I knew anything about it. Kind of had my head in the sand, I guess. Been a busy, really looking back on it, last couple of years been really busy with, the Kung Flu and everything that went along with it. It just really has been a busy couple of years. It flew by. So anyway, I think I can still get this stuff over in Lafayette. Lathers really well. We're using a Burma shave bore. I had picked it out yesterday, and we'll just use the same setup again. I rarely use the same thing 2 in a row. But this is not the first time I've redone a shave because I liked it, and it was a shave I had planned for a video. So it's not unprecedented. Unprecedented. Yeah, I actually can say it right. At least I didn't put an R in it, like wash. Anyway, or kernel. Kernel actually has no R in it. Anyway, we do that down here. Oh, and for an aftershave, we're going to use the classic vanilla, and that's because the soap scent is actually the classic vanilla. For some reason, they didn't make it Clubman scent, which I thought Clubman would be the obvious choice personally, but I guess I'm not Captain Obvious on this one. It's the classic vanilla scent, which is not bad. It's a good classic scent. It's in my top 4 towards the lower end. I like Clubman better, or Coachman if you're buying the Lustrous, the same thing. And then Clubman Musk comes after that. Then probably the Citrus Musk, and then Special Reserve. So I guess it's 5th, and then the Classic Vanilla. And Special Reserve kind of switches up sometimes with some of the ones above it. But that's the top grouping in my book. Nothing wrong with the Virgin Island Bay rum, nothing wrong with the lime sec, nothing wrong with the yada and the yada and the yada, but those are the ones that are the kind of the favorite. So as you can see, it's not any problems getting lather out of the Clubman. So they also have a cream, and it is also not hard to use, and it's the same scent. And again, I can buy it over there, or used to could. That's a redneck word. But anyway, all right, well, first thing, let's make sure everything's behind the stops, everything's good. Great. Now, I made a statement one time that people were muting the end of blades when they were using them in certain razors, and I made the point that was kind of silly to mute the blade. And then in a video sometime after that, I talked about being sure your blade was behind the stop. And of course, certain people that I no longer talk to anyway, because I'm no longer part of that site, were saying, oh, you said you didn't need to worry about muting the blends of the blades. Why you got to worry about them behind the blade stop? Blah, 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 blah. Well, the reason is because that's how you know the blade's seated in the right place and it's held firmly in place. If you have a razor, and usually it's the two-sided thingies that leaves the end of the blade open where it can poke you, you have to be careful not to get caught by the end of the blade. But it's not, I don't see mutant blades rounding the ends off blades. Maybe they were doing that on the disposable blade on the, the straights. I don't remember now. But anyway, I've got razors here that don't have guard bars on them. I've got a G8 that's got the guard bar cut off. I didn't do it. I got it that way. Still shaves great. No guard bar. All you're doing is shaving with the blade. I'll do a shave before too long with it. It's technique, folks. All right, let's go round two. Always a good shave out of the MicroMatic. Now, the MicroMatic is one that you do have to be careful of your technique and have good technique, or it will bite you, and when it bites you, it will bite you hard. When I first started using the thing, and one that looked like this, except it had the blade stops, is what got me in the single edge razor. We were cleaning out a great aunt of mine's house after she had passed away. This was many moons ago now. And I ran across one. No, I didn't. My uncle, my dad's brother, my uncle, gave me some stuff in a box. And that was in the box. And in researching what it was, that led me to online forums. And then I hooked up with Dave Irving, which was the person that originally built the original safety, the old site now. It's still accessible as an archive. I own it. It's on Pro Boards because they won't let you take anything off. But anyway, and that started my journey into single edge shaving, was a MicroMatic. But if your technique's not up for it, or if you're lazy and carry on, a MicroMatic can bite. And it, however, is also a very fine shaving razor, and it doesn't have to bite. Good technique, and it glides right along. Jim recommended running it flat on your face. Fuzzy recommends the same thing. You'll always get the folks that say, well, I got to bring it just a little bit off and it feels better and all, and probably not, but people like to be special and do things their way, and they like to have to do things different from everybody else. That's just the way, I guess that's the way we're programmed, especially guys. They always have to have that little customization on something that works just fine as it is. Oh, witch hazel. Oh, gonna have to fire the prop boy. My witch hazel bottle ain't been refilled. You know what? That's okay though, because all I gotta do is reach right behind me right here, and I got plenty. I'm sure I got a bottle somewhere. I know I had. Maybe it got put back outside out there. But anyway, neither here nor there. I have another bottle. We're in good shape. But run a MicroMatic flat on your face, see how it does for you. The MicroMatic, the clog proof. That's what the guiding eye, I understand, was actually for. It had the little circle to guide eye, and you would run that. You could see that you were running it. It's up in here, and you could see that you were running it down flat. But that seems to me to always be the optimal angle for the MicroMatic. It's another one that if you're not careful, you can get a little irritation, a little razor burn type stuff, a little redness afterwards. That's when your witch hazel is going to help on your touch-up to take care of that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just a heavy brass razor. It's just a sledgehammer of a razor, which I think is fine, which is good, but that's definitely what it is. Now, this is a Dollar Tree. If anybody was interested, today was a Dollar Tree witch hazel. I hadn't got into the Dickinson that my sister sent me yet, but I will. It'll definitely get used. All right, well, there we go. As you can see, wonderful shave from the MicroMatic. And all right, so rubbing my face. I want to go back and do that. There we go. Anyway, I don't know. I don't think you actually do any good going back. But anyway, it's just one of those things that we do sometimes. It's all about putting blade over the skin, right? That's what we do. Wait a minute. What are you doing? And why? Whoa, why are you doing that? Stop that. But anyway, well, we got a busy morning, a couple appointments this morning, this, that, and the other. And we're going to go get started on that. So I hope you have a good day. I hope you're taking advantage of MicroMatic Mondays. The MicroMatic, it's easy to find. It's not that expensive. All of them are good. I like the original MicroMatic the best. And then I like the flock proof, and then comes the flying wing or the guiding eye. The newest ones, they still shave great, but you know, it's just the feeling that it's the newest older one. And I like the oldest one. Or whatever, you know. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Alrighty. Shave Maharaji, if it's still in the monsoon, I hope you're staying dry. And you know, if it's dry where you are, I hope you're staying cool and warm. And if it's cold and all this stuff, and everything you need to make it along. Y'all have a good day, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Remember, Toast 3, T-O-S-T, the number 3.com, the sharp side, all S-E, all the time. We'll see you next time. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you.